Hello Sagittarius Nation, welcome to my shiny new channel and your weekly tarot reading for December 26th through January 1st. If you haven't met me, and you probably haven't since this is a brand new channel, I'm Sophie and I'm an intuitive reader. I'm going to be pulling a few cards to see what's going on with you currently. I'll be taking a look into your recent past, your current energy, and the immediate future. Then I'll close it out with a few oracle cards and messages from the universe. Remember, these are general readings, so they may not resonate for everyone or every situation. And just an FYI, personal readings are available, so there's a link below for that. Don't forget to check your sun, moon, and rising signs. And we will get into your reading. What do we have for Sagittarius for this week? Can we get 5, please? 4 more, please. 4 more for Sagittarius. 3 more, please. 3 more for Sag. Lots of swords today. Lots of swords for Sagittarius. 1 more, please. 1 more for Sagittarius. 1 more, please. Oh, we got 2 queens. All right. Oh my goodness. Aries had death in the same position. Don't worry, it's not what you think it is. It's just transitions. All right. All right, so something was not serving you in your past. I feel like this is... Oops, sorry, my foot fell asleep. Oh, that kind of hurts. Okay. Something has kept you kind of locked up energetically, and you have had to make a decision to start fresh, start new. I don't know if you can see this. This is the Fool. So the beginning of the Fool's journey. You're transitioning right now. You have a lot of options and you're trying to decide which one's going to be the best for you. You're trying to make decisions about your future. You've had to leave a situation that it definitely wasn't serving you. There was something about this situation that it's like it's there. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to keep going on. So you energetically, you are withholding right now. This is... I'm getting this sense of, and I apologize, I'm processing a whole bunch of information here right now, but I feel like this is you having some sort of like analysis paralysis over a situation. You left a situation that was not serving you, and now you're trying to figure out like what direction you're going to go in, and you may have too many options at this point, which is why you're experiencing that analysis paralysis. Now, this should be easy for you, but it's like overwhelming. It's overwhelming you. So this transition, for whatever reason, this transition is not going well for you at this moment. So over here with this 4, you're definitely feeling unfulfilled with your current situation. You know that you need to make changes, but you're not entirely sure which direction to go. Now, what really stands out for me here, though, is that the universe is trying to guide you in the right direction. You notice there's a cloud here with a hand and a cup. This is the universe trying to say, hey, look, I know you're focused on this over here, but you also have this thing over here. And, you know, the universe is trying to nudge you to pay attention to these other things. But unfortunately, something about this situation that you are in has you focused in all the wrong places right now. And that's actually creating a sense of heartache. I'm hearing a fear of missing out because you have all of these options here. Like I said, it feels like you're having this analysis paralysis. You have this fear of missing out because of a commitment that may cause you to take the wrong action. Does that make sense? Like, okay, the 3 of Swords here, this can be how do I explain this better? I feel like I'm stumbling over my words and I'm not explaining this properly to you. Like in my head, it's making sense, but I think to you, it's not. So 3 of Swords is heartbreak. It's the loss of a relationship. It could be a third-party situation. Whatever it is, this is heartache and heartbreak. This is you trying to find clarity in a situation. This is the Page of Swords. This is you trying to seek the truth in a situation. This is you not taking anybody's shit anymore. And it has to do with this situation that was back here. Whatever this transition was, you are now sort of approaching life with a no bullshit kind of attitude. And you are sort of patiently waiting to see what's coming next. I get the sense that you are resourceful. You're very intelligent, but you're having trouble seeing, what is that phrase, like seeing the trees through the woods or something like that? Like you're seeking clarity, but you're not there yet. You're really struggling with your decision-making processes right now. And it could be that the heartache and the heartbreak is just clouding your judgment here. You don't have clarity because you're still hurting. Does that make sense? Okay. I think that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. It's sort of like, and I don't know why this is coming through. This is the only analogy that I can come up with. But imagine if you were like crying. And then somebody's asking you to like do a math problem because like in the middle of you having like a complete emotional meltdown. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here is you're having this emotional meltdown and you're trying to make decisions at the same time and it's not working. It's not working. All right, so what's coming next? We need some good news here. What's coming next for Sagittarius? next? What's the good news? What's the good news for Sagittarius? What's coming next? Oops. Oh, it fell on the floor. All right. Wishes coming true. Being emotionally satisfied. It could be material abundance, although that typically comes out as like the 10 of coins for me. All right, so here we are again. We're doubling down on this Page of Swords right here. It did come out in reverse and I flipped it. So this is a lack of clarity. You really, you have these hopes and wishes and desires, but you have no idea how to achieve it. All right, we've got strength. This one was in reverse too. All right. It's like you've lost your spark. This feels like survival mode to me. You're being strong in the moment because you have to be. But I get this feeling that you're just kind of breaking down. Breaking down emotionally. Normally, you should have this very fiery, bold presence. But right now, you're the exact opposite of that. You're just not in it right now. You have hopes, you have dreams. You don't want to be in this energy, but you don't know how to change it. You don't know how to fix it. Okay. I've got two more. All right, so 8 of Cups. Leaving things behind that no longer serve you. 9 of Wands is putting up boundaries, setting healthy boundaries for yourself and for your future. And healing from toxic situations, healing from the process. Devil in reverse is recovery from a bad situation, whatever this situation was that created this transition, this death and transformation. You're healing. You're not out of the woods yet. I'm being told that I need to pull another row for you because you're saying like, okay, I already know all this, so what's the next step? So what is your advice here? What is your advice? What is your advice for Sagittarius? The Moon. Follow your intuition. Find joy in the little things again. At this point, it feels like it's going to be baby steps for you. You need to do little things that will bring you back into your energy, back into your light. Right now, you have a serious case of analysis paralysis because you're heartbroken. So, we need to take steps to alleviate that. You need to follow your intuition, follow the guidance of what feels right for you. Don't listen to other people. Don't listen to other people telling you what's right for you. Only you know what's right for you. I'll tell you a story. At one point, you know, in my life coaching business, I realized that I was doing all of these self-care things, and all they were doing were stressing me out. I had to find the self-care that was actually self-care for me and not the self-care that other people claimed was what I needed to be doing. And so you have your star here. So this is you finding it's you finding your North Star, you finding your guiding light, and you following that to your wishes coming true. Does that make sense? This is renewal of hope. This is clarity. This is having faith in your journey. And it can also be miracles coming true, which in your case, I feel like it has something to do with this wishes coming true. This could be wishing on a star, wishing for something new to come around. But it's not going to just land in your lap. You have to take steps to make things happen. You have to put the action into the law of attraction. Now, I'm not getting a magician here, so I feel like all you're doing is hoping and wishing for things to change. You're not actually manifesting. Because if you were manifesting, you would be taking the action. And it doesn't have to be big action. It can be little baby steps, one thing every day that makes you feel like you again, whatever that may be. And I had a similar conversation just now with Aries about, getting outside, going for a walk, doing little things every day that bring joy and happiness and make you feel like you are rediscovering who you are. And I feel like that's what you need to be doing here. You need to be analyzing your situation, creating healthy boundaries, and leaving behind toxic situations that no longer serve you. This can also be toxic people. Toxic people are toxic people. It doesn't matter how they show up in your life. That can be family, that can be friends, that can be coworkers. It does not matter. Toxic is toxic. It doesn't matter what the label of the person is. Parents, children, it can be anybody, so don't allow some kind of social label to stop you from recognizing things that are toxic. Start taking action towards your dreams, towards your hopes, and towards your goals. Start seeking that clarity, and that clarity is going to come from using your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, it's probably not. If you're questioning whether or not something is good for you, it's probably not. And if you want to take it down to its most basic level, if it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. I think somebody once said, if it's not a hell yes, it's a fuck no. And just take that energy moving forward. If you aren't 100% on board with something, then it's not for you. Now, obviously, I'm talking about from like a social, emotional standpoint. Please don't go quitting your job because you hate it and you say like, this job isn't for me. That's not what I'm telling you. All right, so now we've got your King of Swords. So this is you coming into a strategy, coming into a plan for your future. So what this is telling me, your advice here. Remember, I asked for your advice. What can Sagittarius do about this situation? Because Sagittarius is feeling stuck. This is your advice. You need to follow your intuition. Like I said, if it's not a hell yes, it's a fuck no. Do one small thing every day that brings you some form of happiness, peace, serenity, tranquility, whatever you want to call it. This is you coming into your temperance energy. Temperance energy for me is all about finding your Zen point. Okay, finding that ultimate balance, that mind, body, spirit. All things in combination are equalizing. So do one thing every day that brings you joy, happiness, peace, tranquility, Zen, whatever. Figure out where you want to go. Okay, so this is you getting out of that analysis paralysis. And if you don't know where you want to go in life, sit down and start making a list. And this is me getting into like my life coaching now. If money wasn't an object and you could do anything in the world and get paid for it, what would you do? What would bring you the most joy, the most happiness? If you knew you had to work, but you could get paid to do anything that you wanted to do, what would that thing be? And then list you know, 3, 4, 5 of those things. And then you kind of start reverse engineering the process. Okay, if I could get paid to be, I don't know, a writer, what would I write about? Okay, do I have the skills to do that? Can I get monetized to do that somehow? How can I utilize my skills as a writer to enhance my future? Can I make a full-time income out of being a writer? Well, what different kinds of jobs can writers do? You could be a copywriter, you could be an editor, you could be a transcriptionist, you can be a translator. There are a multitude of ways to get paid as a writer. Now, it may not all be fun, but it can be something that you can do. And I'm just using that as an example. So what is it that will, you know that saying that, like, if you do a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life. That's the goal here. Okay, what is a job that you love, or you think you would love, that you could maintain long term and be happy doing? Once you get that out on paper and you kind of go through that process of figuring out what that is, then it's time to create your plan. You need to create a strategy for how you're going to do that. And again, I can help you do that if you need it. And then you take action. You take affirmative action towards that goal. And that, my dear Sagittarius, is what is going to create a whole new life for you. This is how you do it. And notice how blue all of these cards are, how in sync all of this information is for you. Think it, feel it, do it. That's your message. Think it, feel it, do it. Okay. And look, on the bottom of the deck over here, you've got your Queen of Pentacles. So this is you coming into stability. Financial stability, resources, self-sufficiency. This is you being independent again. Grounded. Self-assured. This is very positive energy for you. I'm going to pull this out and leave it here. Oh, look, and then you've got the sun on the bottom right after that. So that's success, joy, happiness. You're headed in the right direction. You just need a little nudge. All right. Do we have any other advice for Sagittarius? I know that we kind of just went through that, but do we have any final thoughts for Sagittarius? See the truth. That's you finding clarity. That's find clarity in your situation. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, we are not doing that. This one? Yes? Just the top one, okay. A new day dawns. That's your sun energy here. And that Fool energy. Where was that Fool that came out? I saw it. Maybe it was over here. There's a Fool somewhere. There he is. That's your sun and that's your Fool energy. A new day dawns. A new you. Wishes coming true. But the wishes won't come true without the action. Remember that. That's why think, feel, do. Remember that. And I just came up with that off the top of my head just based on that projection. That wasn't like some life coaching crap that I heard, you know, and I'm regurgitating to you. Like, that was a message specifically for you. Is there anything else? I don't feel like there's another message in here. So it's just confirming what I already told you. Oh, there is. Okay, change is unavoidable. So it's going to happen one way or another. You have the opportunity right now to decide what the outcome is going to be. But if you choose not to make decisions for yourself, then decisions will be made for you. One way or another, change is going to happen. So are you going to drive the bus, or is somebody else? Are you going to make decisions for yourself about your future, your plans, your goals, your wants, your needs, desires? Or are you going to let somebody else control the bus and make all the decisions for you and tell you what your life is going to look like? Because that will inevitably happen. So the decision is yours. Seek the truth, find clarity, and start taking baby steps towards building a new life. And you will. You'll get there. A new day dawns, a new beginning, a new Sagittarius. We're going to close out 2022 with the old you, and we're going to ring in the new year with a whole new Sagittarius. I mean, talk about death and transformation. Healing is the important part. Healing is the important part. But you need to heal and process out of this energy that you are currently in. All right, Sagittarius, I think that's all I have for you for today. So thank you for being here, for bringing your energy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Help my channel grow. Help me get my messages out to people just like you who can benefit from this information. Check your sun, moon, and rising signs, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.